People like games.
What up, people, and welcome to the Parappa the Rapper speedrun, a short but relatively informative history behind the making of the Little Rapping Dog from the 90s that helped to create the music rhythm genre. Before I begin, I'm Solo, and be sure to like, subscribe, etc. It's People Like Games. Now, let's go to 1994 in Japan to the man whose idea the series was, Masaya Matsura. At the time, Matsura had been working as a music producer and more or less got bored of it and hated being in music videos. So he wanted to work on a concept that he felt made music a bit more interactive. But because of the limitations of the technology and because he was a big fan of rap, he wanted to make a hip hop focused game because in his own words, he said it was exciting to work with and he knew it complemented the gameplay concept he had in mind, which was to have a player hit a symbol based on a timer. He ended up being able to sell the idea to Sony to jumpstart development because they were gearing up to launch the PlayStation 1 in 96 and were more or less pretty desperate to get the games or to get more games onto their console. The next step of the project saw three important people join. One was Gavin Ito, who would help to create the story and the narrative. Another was Ryu Watabe, who would help to write a lot of the raps, which they were in English, even though the game was based in Japan initially. He was also the voice of characters, one being Master Chop Chop Onion. He actually thought the project was going to be a failure when it initially started, but he figured why not join because he loves rap. And last and most importantly was Rodney Greenblatt, an artist from New York who actually happened to find his way to Japan because of his distinctive style. It was Greenblatt who was responsible for all the character designs and worked in collaboration with Matsura. Mostly he was given personality traits and would bring back a bunch of designs and then they would all collaborate together. For example, Greenblatt was told the main character of the game was described as ever loyal and always trying to impress his elusive girlfriend. That made Greenblatt think of a small dog always following him around. Thus, the idea of Parappa as a small dog was born. And as to the unique style Parappa the Rapper presented, which was similar to Paper Mario, paper-thin 2D characters functioning in a largely 3D environment, that aesthetic vision was in Matsura's head from the get-go. That team basically collaborated together and wound up making and finishing the game by 96, which when it was time to release, Sony's marketing team had literally no idea how to sell it, which probably led to a lot of those weird commercials. It would go on release in 96 in Japan and worldwide in 97. Though it had a slow start, it would go on to sell over 1 million copies and was actually arguably considered a mascot for the initial PlayStation console. But I'm probably way over time here. So plugs here at People Like Games everywhere. I'm Solo. Peace.